Hi folks, welcome back to Maddie's Nutrition Mailbag. This is a pre-recorded video just because I can't be here today to do a live video, but still feel free as you listen along to, just to comment your questions below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. The topics of the day today are how can I boost my metabolism? And then the importance of hydration. We know that we need to be having 8 cups a day, but I'm going to be talking about why it's so important, what water does for our bodies, and how we can get, more water in other ways other than just like plain water. So I have some exciting, tips on making drinking water more fun for you and for kids too. So we're going to get started with how can I boost my metabolism? So there are several things that affect your metabolism, including weight, gender, age. We know that as you age, as you get older, your metabolism slows down. In terms of gender, men tend to have a higher metabolism than women do. And then in terms of weight, people in bigger bodies at a higher weight have a faster metabolism than those in smaller bodies with a lower weight. So there are several things that you can do to boost your metabolism a little bit, and then just some ways that you can, promote a healthy metabolism, make sure it's, running smoothly. So one of those things is exercise, specifically exercise that increases your lean mass, so your muscle mass. When you have more muscle, you burn more calories just at baseline, so you increase your metabolism. It's not significantly, it gives you kind of a small boost, but it can help promote a healthy metabolism. The types of food that you eat can help boost your metabolism. Now, there's not one food that's like the magic ticket to a super fast metabolism, but there is something called the thermic effect of food, which is the calories that your body uses to digest and absorb nutrients in your food. So again, this certain foods that you eat can help boost your metabolism a little bit. I don't want you to be thinking that like all of a sudden you're going to start doing these things and it's going to be like, wow, like super fast metabolism. These can help affect it in a small way. So the thermic effect of food is the energy needed to break down, absorb your food. So when you're eating whole, more complex foods, it takes longer and it takes more energy to digest and to digest these foods than it does with refined foods. So like having an apple versus apple juice, the thermic effect of the apple is going to be higher, so it's going to take more calories to break down the apple than it is the apple juice. Same goes for like whole wheat pasta. It's going to require more calories to break down the complex carbs in that whole wheat pasta than it is in the refined pasta, just because the refined pasta is easier to break down, easier to digest and absorb it, and it happens quicker. Another thing about thermic effect of food, protein foods have a higher thermic effect than fat and carbohydrates. Again, this doesn't mean, so it takes more calories to burn to break down protein than it does carbohydrates and fat. This does not by any means mean that you should be having, only protein or like majority protein, because that can cause a whole other, list of issues. It just means, incorporate some sort of protein in every meal, So breakfast, if you're having yogurt or eggs or milk or cheese, those are protein foods. At lunch, if you're having a turkey sandwich with cheese or a piece of chicken or tuna salad. Dinner could be salmon, beans, tofu, tempeh. Those are all good protein foods. Something that can really harm your metabolism is yo-yo dieting or yo-yo weight fluctuating. Losing and gaining and losing and gaining, that kind of cycle, can really have a harmful effect on your metabolism and cause it to slow down. Um, and also sleep too. So sleep affects two hormones in the body. One is leptin, which is the hormone that reduces your appetite and increases your energy expenditure. So increases the amount of calories that you burn just at baseline. Ghrelin is a hormone that increases your appetite and reduces your energy expenditure. So some studies have shown, or a lot of studies have shown that poor sleep, so within like 4 or 5 hours a night, reduces the leptin, which is the hormone that reduces the appetite and increases energy expenditure, and increases ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry. It increases your appetite and reduces your energy expenditure. So that results in an increase in hunger, a spike in cravings, and a reduction in energy expenditure when you're not getting adequate sleep. And then lastly, to help promote a healthy metabolism, eat every few hours, to kind of make sure that your body has enough to continue fueling. If you're not, or to continue to fuel your basic body functions. If you're not feeding your body enough, your metabolism slows down because it goes into a starvation mode, where if your body realizes that it's not getting enough calories, protein, fat, carbs, it goes into starvation mode, where it's going to slow down the metabolism because it doesn't want to lose anything. It's not getting enough from food, so it's going to hang on to what it has, and metabolism, in turn, slows down to kind of hang on to energy stores. So that's my spiel on metabolism. My next topic is hydration. So like I said, we know that we need to be hydrating. We need the general recommendation is 8 cups a day, or 64 ounces. So like this Nalgene I have here is 32, so I need 2 of these at baseline. This really depends on your individual needs though. So 8 cups is general recommendation, but it depends on your age, your activity level, your weight, your height, things like that. But water is needed to transport nutrients around the body. It's needed to rid the body of waste products. It's needed to lubricate our joints and regulate our body temperature too, to make sure that we're at homeostasis with our body temperature. So we need to be drinking water, all day, every day. That's because we need to be replacing water that is lost throughout the day. So we lose water in 2 ways. We lose water through sensible losses, which is through urine. We lose water that way. That's where we lose most of our water. That contributes about 1.6 liters a day. I mean, again, that's general, but 1.6 liters a day, we lose water through urine. Then there's insensible losses. So this is through perspiration, so sweating, through respiration. So when we talk or breathe, we're losing water that way. And then through the skin as well. Even if you don't feel as though you're visibly sweating, you're losing water through the skin as your body works throughout the day to make sure that you're staying around a healthy body temperature. So insensible losses, we lose about 0.9 liters a day of water through insensible losses. Our bodies are made up of like 2/3 water, and our brain is, mostly water, 90% water. That's for a reason. So we need to make sure that we're drinking plenty of water every day. You need more when you're sweating or when it's hot or cold, again, because your body's working to maintain a healthy temperature. And when you're pregnant, you need more water too. So if you just had like a sweaty workout outside in the heat, maybe you're doing an outdoor class at one of our Y branches, and you're super sweaty, you were breathing really hard, and you're hydrating with a bottle of water afterwards, that water is not going towards the 8 cups a day recommendation. It's going towards the sweat that you lost during the workout, the sweat from your skin, and then also from perspiration and respiration. So you're going to when you're drinking that water, you're replacing the water lost during your workout, not towards that 8 cups a day. So you still need 8 cups a day on top of that, just for your baseline bodily functions. So how do you make sure that you're not having enough water? You can tell by the color of your urine. You want it to be clear, not too dark yellow. If it's really super yellow, that means that you're on your way to being dehydrated or are dehydrated. So as a rule of thumb, drink to thirst. So if you feel physically thirsty, only drink water or drink something hydrating. It, because that's your body's, physical sign that it's thirsty. You can eat foods with super high water content as well. Those are just like any fruits and vegetables are really high in water. Aim for your 5 servings a day at least of fruits and veggies. Coffee, tea, milk, juice, those all have water as well, so those count. But again, you want to be looking out for like the sugars that you're getting from, maybe a sweetened coffee or a sweetened tea or a high sugar juice. But those do contribute to your water intake. You can do like a fruit infused water, which I love to do. Just take like a big thing of water or like a big pitcher, put some fresh or frozen fruit in there and let it sit overnight. The fruit will infuse through the water and you have a nice fruity, refreshing drink in the morning. You can do it with mint too, basil, cucumber, lemon, lime. I like to do frozen strawberries, blueberries, whatever you like. You can get fancy with it. If anybody wants recipes for that, I have some. You can comment below if you want some recipes. You can add a little splash of fruit juice if you want some sweetness, or you can use seltzer water if you like carbonation. Use a straw if you like. I personally like to drink out of a straw because it's just more fun, but when you drink out of a straw, you drink more. So, that can help you get some more water in if you really struggle with getting enough in. You can use an app to track your water intake. There's an app called Daily Water app that you can use. Or you can have like one of those water bottles that says like 8 a.m., have drunk this much. By 10 a.m., you will have drunk this much. 12, to kind of keep track as the day goes on. Keep a glass of water by your bedside, for first thing in the morning and when you go to bed to kind of kickstart that habit. Drink only water at meals so you can take sips as you're eating. Yeah, those are all of my tips and tricks for hydration and for metabolism. So again, this is a recorded video, but I'll be back here next week with a new question of the day and a new topic. Message me with any suggestions or questions that you have that you want me to cover for next week. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.